What are the rocks in your life? What are the really big important things that you want to achieve and have present in your life? And what are the sand? What are the myriad of small things which get in the way? This is another of these short videos to help you reach your own highest potential. And my name's Jeremy Harbinson. I'm author of the book Personal Effectiveness, and it's based on over 35 years of being a trusted advisor to business leaders and working with lots of different businesses. In an earlier video, I started to chat about time management, how to get more done in less time. And I illustrated that by the idea of the bowl, where you're trying to get mainly rocks in, but also some pebbles and some sand. But quickly the question arises with people, how exactly do I tell what things are rock and what things are sand? Sometimes I get to a point where I just have a huge to-do list and lots of things to do, and I don't know what to do first or which are the important ones. So one of the ways that I've found most powerful in simply explaining the concepts behind this to people is to use this little diagram. Now in this you can see lots of arrows pointing in different directions and different lengths. So I got a question for you. Which of these arrows is the most important? If these arrows all represent things which you could or should do, which one is the most important? Which should you do first? And which should you do second? Well, do you know what? It's impossible to answer that because I haven't given you enough information. But what now if I add a target to the diagram? Now suddenly what you can see is that some of these arrows are pointing in the right direction. In other words, they're taking you towards the target. Some are going to miss it. Some are heading in entirely the wrong direction. And that's a very simple yet powerful principle for our lives and making them more effective. You need to figure out your goals, what your outcomes are, what you're trying to achieve. Could be over the next day, over the next week, over the next month, over the next quarter, over the next year, over the next 5 years. And you can look at other videos on this YouTube site and see more information on those. But for now, all I want you to get is that it's really important to have some clarity about what your main targets are. Because once you can do that, you can start to assess which of the things that I could do will take me closer to my target and which further away. And you can also start to make some key distinctions. In this diagram, you can see that there are some which are heading completely the wrong direction. So we can scrub those out. But from the arrows that are left, we can also start to make judgments and say what thing that I could do next would move me furthest towards my target or my goal. And that's the most important, and that's the thing you should do first. And then you'll do the second most important. And in this simple example, that takes you towards your goal. So I hope that that's given you just a little insight. And you know, the accumulation of all these different insights starts to help to make you more and more effective in whatever area you're involved in. And another thing that could really help you is to become part of one of the Reach For It groups. The Reach For It online mentoring groups happen every month, online, so you can take part from your computer wherever you happen to be. And they are groups which I run. What I do is I share a bunch of key insights each month, and then we get a group discussion going about how to apply those. You can ask me questions, you can interact with me, you can get my knowledge and background and bring it to bear on whatever issues that you have got. And the really good news is too that you can try this idea out completely free of charge. The website below gives more details about the groups, and it also tells how you can register to take part free of charge, just to give you the chance to see whether it would work for you or not. So I hope that you'll be able to differentiate the rocks from the sands in your life, and that I might get the chance to meet you online or in person. If not, I look forward to seeing you on another of these videos.